Dayton. In downtown Dayton, Mike Campbell, News Center 7.
Well, parts of our area looks like it's going to get pretty wet, and it's something to be of concern.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a little bit of rainfall last night, even had a stray severe thunderstorm warning, and we're looking at another chance for some severe weather perhaps. Again, it's a lower end risk, but there is a risk for severe weather really anywhere in this colored area. If you had to bet on seeing anything though, again, I would say kind of the southern tier of the viewing area. You can see just south of Dayton is where we have that yellow, so that's a level 2, but the main threat really is going to be flooding. You can't rule out a severe thunderstorm with some strong wind or even a stray tornado anywhere in this colored area, but again, what we really need to talk about is the rainfall. So I know you've been asking, where's the radar? I want to see the radar. Well, here it is. You can see already across much of Indiana, we're seeing some heavy pockets of showers and thunderstorms, and this is what's heading our way at this moment. This is what's going to stay with us overnight. It's probably going to get a little bit more intense as far as the rainfall is concerned, getting into heavy rain near Dayton, I'd say a little bit after midnight. So zooming out, we'll be able to see just really how expansive a lot of this rainfall is, and it's all because of this area of low pressure in northeastern Ohio, and with that is a stationary front. Now, fronts can either be cold fronts or warm fronts, but if they don't move, they're stationary, and when that happens, you tend to have a lot of moisture riding along this, and that's kind of what we're going to see here overnight. A lot of showers and thunderstorms riding along that stationary front until it finally pushes off to the east as a cold front, and then we're going to feel a lot of that cold air filter in. So I'm sorry, it's not going to be as warm as it was this weekend as we move into tomorrow. Now, zooming out off toward the west, you can see heavier rain actually in southern Illinois, and then even some snow up closer toward Nebraska and Iowa. Really not going to see much of that. We're warm enough to where we're going to see more rain than anything. Maybe a stray flurry tomorrow, but we'll talk about that. Take a look at the temperatures, how much they've changed since last night. Around this time, we're about 17 degrees cooler. A lot of that's because it was cloudy throughout the day, so we weren't able to get as much sunlight, but the cold front's actually passed us, and now it's stationary. We are getting some cooler air, but not enough to knock it down to snow. Temperatures across the region at the moment still in the 50s, at least in Dayton you can see 51 there. Wapakoneta's a bit cooler though, 43, and Salina's already at 41. Now, what we can expect here in the next several hours is heavier rain, especially after midnight. Here's a look at 1:30 a.m. Rain doesn't stop. We're looking at heavy pockets with probably the heaviest coming right around or right before sunrise, and then we do continue rain into the rest of the morning, but it begins to weaken a bit, and maybe some lingering showers in the early afternoon. Here are those flurries I was talking about. If we do see some stray flurries later in the afternoon, we're not going to really see any accumulation or anything like that, and then things actually do quiet up a bit as we move into the rest of the day. So future rainfall, expecting anywhere between 1 to 2 inches. If you see your town here, take these numbers with a grain of salt. We've generally been looking at weather conditions maybe a little bit to the western part of the Miami Valley, even into Indiana, but it will be a bit wet. So here's what to take away. Overall severe threat is low. A stray severe storm is possible, especially south and east, up to 2 inches of rain expected through Monday, and localized flooding possible, your typical trouble spot. So here's tonight's forecast down to 53. That's going to be in the morning hours, and then after that, temperatures will actually drop throughout the afternoon instead of rising. So expect temperatures around the mid to low 40s about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then you can see a cooler week ahead, a quieter week before we see another chance of rain coming Friday, and then cooler weather next weekend. Don't forget to download the app. That can keep you updated overnight in case we do see some severe weather. Haley?
The summer-like conditions were nice while they lasted. Thank you, Robert. A California woman is now recovering after being stuck inside a burning car, all thanks to the quick thinking of a stranger.